Thank you for taking an interview.
My pleasure.
Exactly.
Why did you come to Spain?
Well, I finished university and I never studied any Spanish. And I thought, well, Spanish is a wonderful language. I should learn it. And many people in the United States speak Spanish, so it's a useful thing to know. And I learned about this program to teach English in schools around Spain, and I thought, okay, I'll do it. And I signed up, did my application, and I, by chance, got placed in Extremadura. And when they told me, I thought, never heard of that before. Interesting. And I asked some people what they thought of the region, and they said, oh, you should go, it's beautiful. The best jamón in the world is there. I said, okay, sure, I'll go. Then I got assigned to Plasencia in like June, and then in September I left for Spain.
What's your favorite food here in Spain?
My favorite food here in Spain? Well, I like a lot of the food here, but I don't have one particular favorite dish.
They're good.
They're all good. But I love tapas, because in the United States we don't eat like that. We eat, like, if you go to a restaurant, you always get a big meal, one thing, maybe a side dish, I don't know. But I like here how when you go to a bar and you can get a drink and have a tapa, and you can taste many different things. I think it's very nice. So more the idea of tapas than any certain food is my favorite thing.
Cool.
What do you think about the education in Spain?
Well, the education here is very different from the education I grew up with. Not so much the content. A lot of the stuff you learn here, I remember learning in my school days. But one thing that's very different is that in schools in the United States, unless they're private, they have to be secular. So this is a concertado, right? So you get money from the state. Yes?
Yes.
So if that was the case in the United States, you can't have religion in the schools. So we don't have nuns, we don't pray or anything before class. We learn about religion, but more in a historical sense, not in ways that you believe in it. And another difference is that here people develop much closer relationships with their teachers and their classmates. In the United States, we change classes every year. So like first of primary, you have one group of students, second, a different group. Third, a different group. So you know more people, but you don't know them as well as you do here. And we change teachers more and more often. So I've noticed that you guys kind of have like a friendly relationship with a lot of your teachers. In the United States, it's much more like formal, more professional, like boss, I don't know, worker. The teachers are the bosses, basically, and we're not friends with them. And also another big difference is, like, sports teams are really important in schools in the United States. In secondary and high school, we play sports for our schools. So, like, the school football team, the school basketball team, and that's a big part of our school culture that you guys don't have here.
What do you think about sport in Spain?
Sports in Spain? Well, I don't really like sports, so I'm more just an outside observer of them. I find the Madrid-Barcelona conflict interesting, and I still haven't chosen a favorite team, but all of my students ask me all the time if I support Barca or Madrid. And I still don't know. I'm still deciding. But I think it's great how you have such a strong culture surrounding football or soccer. I think it's really cool. I wish we had more football in the United States.
We My turn. When you choose to go to Spain, were you excited or were you scared?
Whether was I excited or was I scared? Well, I was excited. I've already, like in the past, I lived in France and Italy before, so I'd already like been outside of my house, outside of my country for long periods of time. So I was really just excited. I was a little scared because I didn't know any Spanish. I thought that could be difficult in Spain, but I knew that it would be okay, so I was more excited, definitely.
What do you think about the politics in Spain?
Politics in Spain, well, I don't really understand them. Every time I ask someone about them, there's so many different opinions, different ideas floating around that I can't get a clear image of politics in Spain. One thing that's very different for me is we have like 2 major political parties. You guys have many. And it was very surprising to me when I arrived here and you didn't have a president. That was shocking to me. That would not happen in the United States. Or maybe it would, I don't know. Crazy things happen, but it's never happened before. So that was surprising. But right now, I definitely prefer the politics of Spain to the craziness that is happening in politics in my country right now. So,
What do you think about healthcare in Spain?
healthcare in Spain. Well, so far I haven't been to the doctor yet, so that's good. I haven't been to the hospital. Yesterday I had to take my brother, he's visiting right now, to the doctor because he was having allergies, and it was really easy. It was really nice. The biggest difference is that in the United States we have to have private insurance. It's not public. It's not from the state. So if you don't have enough money for insurance, medication can be really, really expensive.
Yes,
Like
because you have to pay.
you have to pay, exactly. To visit the doctor, like, do you go every year to the doctor, more or less? Just to do, like, your height, your weight, to make sure you're good? And do you pay for it?
No.
We pay taxes for support it, but
Right.
we don't pay directly to the doctor.
Okay. I have insurance. I have really good insurance from my family, and I still pay $40 every time I go to the doctor. With really good insurance, like really strong insurance, that if I had to go and live in the hospital for 6 months, it would be okay, because my insurance would be fine. But I still have to pay $40 every time I go to the doctor for a checkup. Medication is wildly expensive. I don't know exactly, but like if you need to take pain medicine, it can be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars for it. So that's the biggest difference, I think. Oh, and we vaccinate more. We get more vaccines than you do here. Is another thing I noticed. Like, usually every year we get the flu shots in the United States. The vaccination for flu.
Yes.
Yeah, but here I think only older people do, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's upper 65.
Yeah, 65 or up. Okay. Yeah. So that's one of the biggest differences. Anything else?
Who asked it? Me, it's my turn. What do you think about the Mediterranean diet versus the American diet?
I think it's great. The Mediterranean diet is much better for you, definitely, much healthier. When I was growing up, my family is really Italian, so my grandmother and my parents always cooked pretty much like the Mediterranean diet for me, and I thank them now because I see like so many of my peers, people my age in the United States, that like get fatter and fatter and fatter because they just eat a lot of like McDonald's and fast food and food that instead of cooking you put in the microwave and it's done. It's very common, and we have a big problem with obesity in the United States. So I think the Mediterranean diet is healthier for you, and it creates better habits for the rest of your life that keep you in a better position.
And what's your favorite thing about Spain?
My favorite thing about Spain is, well, two things. One is the people that I've met here have been so nice to me, so welcoming. Like, I'm very far away from my family at home, but I feel like I have another little family in Placencia, which is really great. And the sun. The sun that shines all the time is my other favorite thing, because I live where it's very cold and raining all the time, so the sun is great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's all.